So I got to do it. Oh, I got to do it. I'm sorry. Sorry in advance. This is going to be painful for a lot of you. It's even painful for me as your, again, I would say your parent would say to you, or you said you being the parent say to your kid, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. It is. But at the same time, I expose another fraud. And yes, it's Bitconnect. It's just like the other Ponzi's, the USI text, the laser online, which is now laser.receiving, not laser.online. Open up your browser, go to laser.online, then open up another browser, go to receiving.online, and eat your heart out. Eat your heart out. It's gone. Laser was a scam. Called it way in advance. Obvious. So I'm thinking to myself, again, I mentioned this in my last video, but this needs its own video so I can give it the proper title. It needs to be said, needs to be able to be searched and found on Google and YouTube. That's why I'm dedicating a video to this. And I know the Bitconnect fanboys and girls, come on in, hit those thumbs down, do it, make me look terrible, do it. Because I'm crapping on your Ponzi. And I'm sorry, I'm not intending to crap on anything you're in. I want everybody to be successful. I really do. But what I'm about to show you is how you could have been way more successful, not even leaving the Bitcoin in your own wallet the whole time, not relinquishing your rights and ownership of it to some other scam company, this one known as Bitconnect, that's going to do magic behind the scenes that you can't see. Trust us, and we'll let you cash out on Bitconnect tokens and then cash those out for Bitcoin later on. But again, it's all in US dollars. So if you put in the equivalent, and again, I'm using a subscriber's data he gave me, because he was actually proud of it. Schmitty1, I think was his name. Hey, I got 64K. I got mine back and then some. So I said, well, did you get it all back? Like you cashed out, or it just shows it on your dashboard? You can't touch it yet. No, I cashed out. He said, I was one of the first ones in it though. When Bitconnect first came out, like I was right there. And again, when a Ponzi scheme is happening, the first ones always can say, I got in and got out. I'm fine. While others have to just look at their dashboard and say, well, it's there. I can't really take it all out yet, but I could stop reinvesting and pull the interest out every day. But again, that's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of what your initial investment was. So anyways, he says he turned 45K into approximately 65K. And it's going on now roughly 6 months, roughly 5 or 6 months. So what I did was I went back 6 months, right? May, June, July, August, September, October, November. And in the beginning, now granted, Bitcoin was rising to $2,000, etc., back down 25. We had the little blips back down here, 2,000, 1,800. Anyways, if you got back in early May, and this is just the time frame I'm picking, but if you feel more comfortable saying that Bitcoin was around $2,000 when you get in, the math is the same. But 1,300 down here, 14, 15. I just said in my last video at the end when I started talking about this, 1,500. But again, I'll use $2,000 if it makes you happy. It really doesn't matter. Your $2,000 Bitcoin, okay, again, bouncing all over the place, back down 1,800 bounces. We've seen it. Even here again, it bounced back down to 32 after hitting 47, whatever. We know the volatility in Bitcoin, period. Bottom line, May 24th, May 25th, whatever, May 15th, whenever you felt good, you're in here. We're just going to, again, $2,000 Bitcoin. This guy put in $45,000. The point is, he put in a bunch of Bitcoin. At $2,000, he had to put in 20-something Bitcoin, 22.5, right? $2,000 times 20 is $40,000. Okay? So he literally put in 22, we'll just call it 22, Bitcoin. And what they're doing is earning interest every day. Not in Bitcoin, just US dollar interest. And again, it averages at 1% a year. So Bitcoin is nearing $9,000, as you can see right now. 8,600, 8,644. 8,644. You know it's going to be 9,000 here shortly. You also know it's going to be 10,000 here shortly before the year's out. Cliff's already talked about his data. We know it's going to be 10K. So if I save this video for one more month, my new example will be $10,000 Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. We're going with almost $9,000 Bitcoin. $2,000. If you would have left those 22 Bitcoin, if you would have left those 22 Bitcoin alone and just let it sit there, nothing. No ICOs, no Ponzi's, no Bitconnect, no Bit nothing. Just let it sit there. Times 22 times $8,600 Bitcoin. $190,000 practically. This guy has 64,000 to show right now, and the only reason he's getting the 64 out, or the what he said was pulling $400 a day out. I don't know if he reinvested all that back in there to start pulling out the interest daily of $400 something, because he mentioned to me he was taking now he's getting $400 a day out in interest. So that to me means he got $40,000 back in there roughly, and took the additional from 40 to 60,000 out, and maybe he's sitting on it, which means his initial investment is gone, right? Because if you average 1% a day in Bitconnect, and that's what they say, and that's what everybody says, yeah, it's about averages up and down, whatever. $10,000 times 1% is $100. So that if he's getting $400 out a day, that means he's got $40,000 sitting in there. So he probably took half of his initial investment back out, the 20-something thousand dollars, because he got 64 back total, right? So in other words, when his time was up, he said, all right, I'm going to pull this 40-something thousand dollars out. And then put back, well, he said he earned 64 total. So I'm not sure at what point he put back in or whatever, but the bottom line was he said he made 64K right now. But he also said he's pulling $400 a day out. So again, at 1% interest, the common denominator we keep seeing here tells me that he's got $40,000 sitting in there doing the interest earning thing, meaning he can't pull it out. So maybe he'll comment on this video to give us a bigger update, because maybe, he didn't tell me a whole lot, and maybe he can clear a bunch of this up. But the bottom line is, and I don't think anyone can argue with this, the rapid rising in price of Bitcoin far outweighed you relinquishing your property rights to your Bitcoin to some other entity, them giving you back their crappy token that they rigged the price of. You then take that token and buy Bitcoin with it to get some Bitcoin back, but you're not buying, you're buying it in US dollar value. Today's price. What's today's price? So now your $200 something Bitconnect token, or 300, whatever the hell it's at right now, you need X number of those to buy $9,000 Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's becoming extremely more expensive. And now you know why their Bitconnect token goes up too. It's a direct relationship. It has to be. So is Bitconnect one of the worst cryptos to invest in? I got in on, a bunch of people got in on Ripple, made an absolute fortune. 20 times, 40 times their return, depending on what penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies, whenever they got in. Veritasium, $6. And I could have and meant to get in at $2. Forgot, didn't set a reminder like an idiot. But I wanted in on it. And then the last week, someone mentions to me, did you ever do that? You were talking about it. Oh my God, thanks for reminding me. Oh man, it's $6 a piece. I don't care. I'm unloading and I'm going to do it anyways. Unloaded some cryptos. Put some cash in as well. Got Veritasium. $6. You're talking 20 times return, because when I sold off. How much of these other ones recently that we've been talking, the PayPies, the Populous, all these things. These things are killing it. Meanwhile, this guy 6 months later in this example got 50% gain back. Now, in a normal world in the stock market, you'd be thrilled to get a 50% gain in 6, 7 months, whatever, 5, 6, 7 months. Holy crap, I'm doing backflips. This is great. This company's phenomenal in the stock market. But we're talking cryptos. A lot of us won't even wipe our butt with 50%. 50%, I don't have time for that. I need 3, 4, 5 times return. Even if it's not immediately, right? Hey, guys, hold on a pillar. At least that one's 100%. And they don't even have the product yet again. Look at PayPal, jumping high. Populous, oh my goodness, this is exploding. And tons of other ones. EOS went up 3 times. Out of nowhere, 60 cents, boom. A couple months later, 3 times return. That means 300%. 3 times is 300%. And Bitconnect shows this one particular guy 50% gain. That's it. This has got to be one of the worst investment things in the face of the earth as far as cryptos are concerned. And everybody's so happy about it and yelling at those of us who call it a Ponzi. And it's a Ponzi. You had a better, again, you could have stayed away from even the risk side of it completely. Well, I know there's some risk involved in this kind of stuff because I'm relinquishing my token. There's no risk sitting on your own freaking token, your own Bitcoin. And it would have made you, depending on when you got in, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Somewhere between there, return. Matter of fact, more than 4 times. So, all the Bitconnect fanboys and fangirls, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're throwing your money away. Your money could have been earned elsewhere. You could have been in that ICO, this ICO, that one. But you can't because it's tied up in Bitconnect for 6 effing months. Maybe 9 or 10 months if you can't afford the $10,000 buy-in, or not buy-in, but investment, initial investment. Then you can get out in 120 days, 4 months. Listen, I said it before. I can't wait for the USI tech. It's in trouble now. Laser Online, I already told you it was going down. It is going down. Now there's Receiving Online, receiving.online. Same template. I mean, identical. Go look at this. You're going to laugh your butt off. Well, you might not laugh because you might be sick to your stomach if you're in that one. Or if you're in USI Tech. Or if you're stuck in Bitconnect and you can't pull out. And again, I'll in this video saying what I said before. If you're in any investment platform like this, the multi-level, Ponzi, whatever. Stop reinvesting as soon as humanly possible and start taking out those daily interests that you've earned. Get them the hell out of there ASAP so that you at least get something back rather than nothing. Because most people will get nothing back. You'll hear the 1 or 2 guys, 3 guys, hey, the 4 of us, man, you guys got in when? Oh, the day it opened, or that week or that month. Again, you're the beginning of the Ponzi. You guys, whoever's in the front, always gets it. But shortly after that's when it stops. And again, you'll see telltale signs. The multi-level structuring changes, the payout structure changes. Have we seen any of that with, in this case, Bitconnect? Why, yes, we have. It was, I think, a 10-tier Ponzi, or multi-level, 10-tier. Everybody down 10 tiers got paid. People were saying, this is completely unsustainable. There's no way you could do this. This is a fraud. It's a scam. Okay, we're going to change it now. We're going to go down to 7 levels because so many people on the internet were calling us a scam. That's your reasoning. Crush the 7 to 8, 9, 10 people out of the way. That level down. You guys don't get commission anymore. You're screwed. Because people were saying awful, giving us hate speech on the internet. Well, hold on. We're your customers. We're using your platform. Don't take the 7 to 10 away and just leave us with 1 through 7, or 8 through 10 away. Oh, sorry. We're doing it. And then what was it? A month later? Maybe? I'm not sure the exact time frame on that last one, but it went down to 7. We're changing the structure again, from 10 to 7, then 7 to 3. And it wasn't that long after they did the 7 that it went to 3. And not only that, 3 layers down, nobody under you, your downline, as they call it, my up line and my downline. My downline, from 4, 5, 6, and 7, you guys are now completely cut off. Only 1 through 3 get paid. And by the way, number 1, he used to get, trying to think what it was on Bitconnect. I don't think it was 10%. I think it was 7, right? 7, or did it used to be 10, then they took it to 7, now 7 to 3. Maybe that's the case. I really don't know, but I think it was at 7 last time, %, your immediate downline under you. Basically, well, let's see, it was 7, and then 5, and then like 3% or something like that. And anyways, it changed. The first person under is now, did it go to 5 or 3? I'm trying to remember now. Bottom line is they've changed the payout structure to worse. Not better, worse. And they've cut the levels down. This is the sign that the end is nigh. That doesn't mean it can't last another couple, 2, 3 months even. Who knows? If you get enough new people in there, that's what is key. That's the key. So I still don't see enough people getting in, honestly. Because I think there's enough videos out there, FUD or not, that have scared people away. And I know mine have scared some people away. And I'll tell you right now, I'm effing proud of it. Because when that Ponzi goes down, the emails will come in. Mark my words. I won't get this wrong. Joe, I was a massive believer in Bitconnect, dude. I even said such and such to you. You're right, man. And I just got cleaned out of such and such. And I'm going to say, well, now you know why I just took it on the chin anyways. I knew it was coming. I saw what it was. Once I got dealt with Bit Petite, it angered me. It made me really want to dig deep, do some massive research into this stuff. I found the blueprint. It's the same blueprint everywhere you go. Give us your Bitcoin or other tokens, coins, cryptos. We're going to do something with it. And the something ranges. We're going to invest in Forex. We're going to invest in our own crypto called Bitconnect. We're going to tumble it and launder, with whales that want to remain anonymous. Pick your poison. We invest in laser diodes, laser online, whatever. Pick your poison. It doesn't matter. You're relinquishing your tokens for a promise of them to do something incredible with your stuff. And they need your stuff, not their own. Because if it worked, they could do it themselves and make themselves rich without making anybody else rich. Again, all you have to do is look at the spreadsheet, folks. I've showed you the Bitconnect spreadsheet. A $10,000 loan, initial loan, on day one. And you let it recur, reinvest. You never take any money out. And it does what it always does, approximately 1% a day. You would have, I think the math was like $4 or $5 billion in loans outstanding that you would be collecting daily interest of tens of millions of dollars on. Which means you could stop at any point and say, I don't want to reinvest the interest, I want to take it out. And you'd be taking out millions of dollars every day. That's what their spreadsheet, the math that they don't actually have a spreadsheet for you to look at. But anyone who does a compounding interest spreadsheet will easily figure this out. And each day you reinvest, the next day you reinvest. Again, it was all laid out, the spreadsheet I found. It was one of these Cloud Mining 101, I think, site or something. Do you think out of the hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people using Bitconnect, each and every one can have $4 to $5 billion, that's with a B, billion dollars in outstanding loans that they're going to collect interest off of in Bitconnect tokens and then transfer those into Bitcoin and take it out to the tune of millions of dollars every day? You and hundreds of thousands of other people. You guys are going to be billionaires in no time at all. But the whole world only has, I think, 1,800 billionaires, something like that. And there's going to be hundreds of thousands more of them here shortly, just in a few years. Do you really think this is sustainable? Why are you arguing with me? All I have to say is I'll have to wait. You'll have to wait when the damn thing implodes. And then I'll be doing my haha, I told you so video, but it ain't gonna be no haha. It's gonna be comment how much you lost. I'm curious. What was your investment? How much did you pull out? That's what I want to know. Investment out of your pocket. What did you put in? What did you get out of it? And as I said, there'll be a bunch of people who decide I don't want to put anything on there because I'm embarrassed. I don't want people knowing that I fell for this. They're going to think I'm an idiot, right? Because that's what we think about ourselves as humans. We don't want people to look down on us. We don't want other people to feel, even sorry for us. We don't want to say, oh, hey, I made this stupid mistake. We don't want to do that. Some will do it, though. And I can't wait to see some of the numbers. And then just think, if you just left the damn thing alone in your wallet, doing nothing, not even opening a browser, not looking at the Bitcoin price every day, every week, just you forgot about it. Just leave it alone. Hey, come back in 6 months. Let me know what you think. And I've done these videos, been doing them all year long, especially heavy-duty crypto videos, 2017 for Jason M4. Guys, can you imagine what next year is going to be like? You can already see these charts, man, where there's this stuff's going. Imagine just, 6 months, 8 months, a year, whatever it is, right? I've mentioned that from time to time. Here's a prime example. Would you like to earn 50% gain in your money in 6 months? Hell yeah. Hold on. Would you like to earn hundreds of percent gains in the same amount of time. Better than the 50%? Yeah, hundreds of percent. Yep, just hold on to these tokens here, the main ones. Bitcoin, as I've said a million times, just hold on to Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. I added Dash about a month and a half or so ago, maybe 2 months. Dash is out of control price-wise right now. It's insane. The returns you could have received just sitting on these, not even the ICOs, is insane. Hundreds of percent gain. Or Bitconnect, 50% at this current moment. Sure, there might be somebody out there who played their hand right in Bitconnect and somehow pulled out 100% now. I put in this and I got... And I'm going to tell you them, God help you if you put that back in and now you're trying to earn off the interest. You should have pulled out when you had the chance to pull it all out. Got your money and ran. Put it right back into Bitcoin and then ride that up. Because now you've lost all that Bitcoin that they now own. And you got essentially a fraction of it back. Why? Because the price of Bitcoin has been skyrocketing. So you're giving them a whole bunch of Bitcoin, and at the end of the day, you're getting a little bit of Bitcoin back. But it looks kind of good because the price of Bitcoin has skyrocketed so freaking high. It's okay that I gave them 22 Bitcoin and only received 8 back, or whatever, whatever the math is. Hey, it's 8 times, $864,000. I'm happy. How about 22 times $8,000? Right? 22 times $8,000. 176,000. Again, my example was 189,000, but that was $8,600 Bitcoin because that's where the price is at right now. But I just felt like I'll just do 8, make it even. So you got back 64. Anyone that sat and kept, their coins in their safe, so to speak, at their house. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. It's mine. Made out better than you did playing this risky thing. And again, the higher the risk, the higher the reward. That's your effing reward. What a piece of garbage. Take care.